talking to you. Why are you running, man?
I come home with you tonight.
Get the police, you're under arrest. Dispatch? Yeah, Edison's here. We got 1056 over on the main quad. Suspect fled by foot going west. Requesting backup. Gotta get down to the canal. Thanks. You all right?
Yeah. Thanks. Lucky you were here.
Not so lucky, actually. They sent me to get you.
What for?
We got a situation down in New Brunswick.
Chief, New Brunswick PD's up on the bridge. They want us to clear out.
They can have this godforsaken river.
Canal.
And everything in it. Tell New Brunswick we need to borrow this body for a couple of hours.
No problem, Chief.
Chief, what's going on?
Take a look.
He has the tattoo.
Suspect has been identified as one Gordon Hughes, a resident of Linden, an accountant, and 2002 graduate of this institution. We have a positive ID from Lauren Pettingill, and the tattoo seems to confirm it too. However, I would like to confirm his whereabouts from a secondary source given the disappearance of the security footage.
How do you plan on doing that?
I'm gonna keep you around just so you keep asking me softball questions, Franklyn.
You called me by my last name. I feel so official.
Anyway, his parents are up in arms about all of this. The usual, he's not the type to do something like this, etc., etc. So unless anyone has any better ideas, I'm gonna bring him in tomorrow and see what they have in way of an alibi.
Chief, so we're saying he jumped.
Inconclusive, Noah.
Well, it would make sense. I mean, he feels guilty over the rape or just doesn't want to get caught.
Do we know if Laura knew him prior to the rape?
What's an undergrad in New Brunswick doing hanging around a 30-year-old accountant from Linden?
What do you think?
Edison, we are waiting for the autopsy report. Franklyn, we don't know if he knew Lauren, but I am sticking with the assumption that he did not. And Benton, we need to figure out if they knew each other, and let's start working on that. Everybody clear? Keep me posted.
Heard back from Arthur?
I got the part.
Oh, me too.
What part?
Oh, Iris and I happened to audition for the same play in Metuchen.
Whose idea was that?
Oh, we arrived at the idea separately. Andrew, can I talk to you for a second?
Don't you two have rehearsal or something?
Just a second, I promise. Tom, I'll see you at rehearsal.
Hey. Hey, I heard about the case being solved.
It's still uncertain.
Chief says it's easier to pin blame on a dead guy, so he wants to be careful.
Sounds wise. Anyway, I have some good news.
Really? What?
I have an audition.
Really? For what?
Emily, in our town. It's a really small off-Broadway show, but it pays.
That's fantastic. Congrats.
Thanks. It's next Monday, so send me some with that.
I will.
Are you alright?
have no reason not to be.
Hey, how's it going?
Good?
Some shock about Hughes, right?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, in a way, I'm not surprised it was just some rando. It's not like we had a strong line of evidence anyway.
Still think Lauren knows more than she lets on?
Yeah. But, doesn't matter now.
So, what's next for you?
You mean after graduation? Ah, $1 million question.
Sick of people asking.
Most people just tell. So no.
You want to act, right?
Yeah.
But
Not enough to die for.
it says anything about dying.
Everybody does. You have to want it more than anything else in the world. And I don't want anything that much.
Except to solve the case.
Case is solved.
You've got guts. The chief and I both think that.
And what about you, Tom?
I don't know.
Not to get out of security? Get a gun, join the force.
Some days I do. Some days I don't. Benefits are great either way. Security's less stressful.
But
It gets a little boring sometimes, which sounds so messed up to say, since the only difference now is the crime.
hopefully the crimes get a little less intense.
Yeah. I'd love to bust a stolen laptop ring. One of these days.
Who called in the tip about the body in the river?
Is this call being monitored?
Iris, I need you to keep everything I say absolutely confidential.